Hey everybody, welcome. Alright, so I have a vinyl haul for you guys. Finally, like a week into July, I'm barely doing last month's vinyl haul. It got complicated, it got super hot. There's a blower going off when I'm trying to do this haul, which is insane because, like I said, it's been super hot out here in Southern California. Hotter than usual. We got a heat wave and it's like 100 plus degrees out there. Right now it might be like 90, which is sounds bad, but it's actually refreshing. So ignore the blower. Hopefully it's not picking up too much here on the video. But I got a stack of records that I gotta share with you guys. Tons of music. So starting off here with the record of the month from Vinyl Me Please, TV on the Radio. This is Return to Cookie Mountain. Random, I know, but it is it's a really great album. This is the first time I listened to them. A little bit more about the pressing here. Pull out my fact sheet. It's a house speed remastered record. It's a double LP, 45 RPM, so it spins a little faster. And it has a heavyweight gatefold tip-on jacket sleeve, which feels great. It looks great. There's the inside part of the gatefold, and here's the back. Very interesting direction with the artwork. As I mentioned before, it kind of does work with the music. And then, of course, forgot the print. It comes with a print, as always. Cocktail pairing inside the little flap here, which probably sounds really good right now since it's super hot. Nice cold stiff drink will do the job. And then it comes with the lyric booklet. And it's a smaller booklet than I'm used to. Usually they send one that's the size of the sleeve, like a 12-inch booklet. But it just worked. And it's really cool because the lyrics are actually really interesting. And I mean, the whole album is interesting. The music, everything about it kind of takes me back a little bit. And just, you know, I had to sort of deconstruct how I approach music and what I should expect from an album or an artist, because they really I don't want to say experiment, but they do bring in a lot of different influences. They sample in some music that sounds really cool, so it gives it a hip-hop vibe to it. I really just, the more I listened to it, the more I started to appreciate different things here and there. Definitely had to listen to it more than once. It's not that it's dense or just super complicated, it's just, again, it kind of helps you deconstruct what to expect from a band, what to expect when you hear it. I recommend it to anyone who is open-minded about, you know, exploring different genres of music. Sometimes a genre that's not very well defined, it's just TV on the radio, you know. It's its own thing. But yeah, I mean, it's a solid pressing. It sounds amazing. They press it so it's gonna sound great, and it's pressed in this beautiful color. Here's the first, or I believe this is the first one. Yeah, that's the first record. Cloudy, translucent, like brown color, like a rust color. I forget what color they said it was in the description on the website. And they're always packaged in the polypaper sleeves, which I love. And then here's the second one here, which is pressed in a more golden color. The labels are the same. They look and sound amazing. So that's my brief rundown of the album. I enjoyed it. You guys have recommended a couple other records or albums from them, so I will look those up. I will listen to them, maybe stream them, and then hunt them down and add them to my collection. Definitely appreciate what they've been able to put together, and I'm glad that they have, you know, people interested in their music, because these artists are really kind of just trailblazing and creating a genre that's not quite defined or you know, easily explainable. I feel like I'm kind of stumbling for words to kind of describe what it is exactly that I listen to, but it's entertaining, it's awesome, it's got a nice tempo to it, it's exciting. I really think it's exciting to pop this on and listen to it on vinyl, so hopefully I get to continue listening to them on record, on, you know, on wax, on my player, and just enjoy it that way. Can't forget this and that. And then, of course, I also did receive another box this month. This is from VYNL, VYNL. They send you 3 records, sort of catered around your interests. They send you one that is like the main record, and then the other 2 are, again, influenced by what you like. So you'll talk to them about a little bit about what you like and what you're into, size of your collection, your record player. They sent me Run the Jewels, their debut album. It's an amazing album. And I love Run the Jewels. So I have their second one. And now I have the first. And I got the exclusive heavy pressing in this translucent gold color. And it comes with like a patch. This one comes with a poster with some shout outs on the inside. Really, really cool. Killer Mike, LP. Just amazing hip hop. I love it. I love Killer Mike. I love LP and all the stuff that he's done. All the projects he's produced on. Hopefully I get to see them at the end of the year at the Adult Swim Festival that's happening in downtown LA. I'm going to get some tickets to that. And they'll be performing, I think, on Sunday or something like that. So it should be cool. And I love Adult Swim. So, and they're tied to Adult Swim. That's kind of how they got their start. They kind of came together through a guy, the guy who runs it or whatever. Forgot his name. The little mini doc is online. You can check it on YouTube. Maybe I'll link it in the description if you're interested. But yeah, super solid pressing. Sounds amazing. And then the other two records are more, one of which I'm familiar with, and the other one was a complete like blind drop, is Sonder, Into. It was described as being super silky, smooth R&B, and that was on point. The silkiest R&B I've ever listened to. 1,000 thread count, super smooth. Definitely a genre again that I'm not very familiar with. I don't vibe out to R&B music. It's sometimes too slow for me. I like faster paced music. But I really found myself kind of just going back to this record. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and I get the anxiety, and this actually soothed me out to the point where I was really relaxed and just mellowing out. It turns out that this album was another exclusive. This was like, I believe, well, it's been some time since I got this box, but this was the record that was being released, the one that you're told you're going to be receiving in the box, and then you get the other two records. But yeah, that's why it's pressed in this beautiful yellow, like matted yellow color. That works with the yellow here on the sleeve. But definitely an artist that I recommend you look into. I think this is her debut album, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it is. But some fire R&B. You weren't kidding. And then the last record, and this whole box was great. They really understood what I would be into. It's Al Green's greatest, oh no, I'm sorry, not the greatest hits. Let's Stick Together. Amazing album. Here's the back, and it's just a standard pressing. Beautiful black vinyl here. Really nice. Can't go wrong with Al Green. I mean, I don't think I've met anyone who's not into Al Green or doesn't like one of his songs. So yeah, couldn't go wrong with that one. So I appreciate that. Big shout out to VYNL again for sending me this and for allowing me to experience what it feels like to open one of their boxes. They'll be linked in the description below as well. You can check them out if you're interested. Get 3 records every month. That's awesome. Both of them are going to be linked in the description. They both offer 2 different services, all just targeted towards expanding your knowledge and interest in music through vinyl, which I think is a beautiful thing. So hats off to both for just keeping it up and making it worth every penny. Now, these are the records that I found randomly at the thrift store, at the swap meet, I believe even a yard sale pickup. I don't find too many that are good, but yeah, let $1 or $2 per record, so keep that in mind. Starting off here with one of my favorite records, I think this is my favorite one from this month that I've picked up, is Marvin Gaye and Tammi Terrell, Greatest Hits. I picked it up because Marvin Gaye, why not? I didn't know much about Tammi Terrell. I wish I have, because I feel like I've been sleeping on such a talented artist, singer. You have Your Precious Love on here, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, which is, I mean, if you grew up watching that movie, I forgot what it's called, it's in there. The song was played and it's just a classic. You're All I Need to Get By, Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing, Good Loving Ain't Easy to Come By, What You Gave Me. I mean, Jesus. Every single one of these songs I recognize, I love, I've listened to on the radio, in a movie, whatever. And it was actually in really great condition. And again, I'm pretty sure I picked this up for $1, if not $2. I'm pretty sure it was $1 though. Bit of ring wear, some, you know, scuff up on the sleeve itself, but who cares? For $1, why not? So there's that. And then here I have another record from an artist that I picked up randomly because of the cover. I really like the way that the pictures looked. Sometimes that's all it takes. His name is Lil Cop Keep, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. He had a armadillo there in the front. It's 6 and 12 string guitar. He's playing it, accompanied by some other instruments. Mainly it's him. He can play, man. Like, this guy is a guitar smith. He's a legend. In my eyes, I don't think I've listened to anyone who just comes close to him. He just delivers a bit of some blues, some bluegrass, a bit of country and folk, kind of all blended together. Each song having its own, I guess, identity, like its own little personality. But yeah, it's strictly instrumental too. So I was expecting him to sing like he did in his other album, the one that I have, the Circle Around the Sun. But it's just guitar, just him playing the guitar, which I guess could arguably be said is him singing. You know, like he used it as an extension to convey a message, because it does sound like the guitar is singing. Like, the melody is being carried by it, along with the accompaniment from other musicians as well. But yeah, you can say a lot more, I guess, sometimes through music than with actual words. Beautiful cover. I love it. Super cool. And of course, again, really awesome sounding album. I think it mentioned that some of these like they're broken down, like they have, like for example the song Watermelon. While at Watermelon Park Music Festival, I had the opportunity to play banjo in the middle of the night for a wandering drunk. When I finished, he vomited. An astute comment on my playing made me feel very distinguished. So there it is, storytelling through just guitars. Very cool. And then I got 2 like funk soul records here. First off, got Heatwave, Too Hot to Handle, featuring Boogie Nights. Here's the back. This was a $2 pickup. It's still in its shrink, and it came from the Artform Studio, which is owned by Adrian Young. He did the score for Luke Cage's Netflix's new Luke Cage, and of course his individual work. He's done stuff with Ghostface Killah, just a ton of awesome music. And so he owns the shop. It's like a barber shop as well, and this came from there. So whoever bought this lost a locker, and I picked up this record for $2. It's being loved and taken care of, so don't worry, mystery person. I appreciate the contribution to my collection. Beautiful condition. I mean, super clean. These next 2 like records were like the best of the stack. Some of them were really beat up. A lot of singles, and I don't really collect those. So this is like a full length. And then the Manhattan's Greatest. Whoa, the Manhattan's Greatest Hits. I got too excited here. I love the cover. Here they are on the back. It has a song on here that I remember listening to in Spanish originally. It's Kiss and Say Goodbye. And my mom used to play it all the time, so I played this for her, and she thought it was really cool to hear the English version of it. I never knew that there was an English version to start with, so I was really happy to hear that. I was listening to this with my girlfriend, and I just bugging out on it. But you got Shining Star, There's No Me Without You, Do You Really Mean Goodbye. Just a bunch of great classics here for $2. Couldn't pass it up. This next one here is a record that I've been looking for a while. It is the original Drum Battle Gene Krupa versus and Buddy Rich, recorded live. You got Drum Boogie on here. I mean, there's 6 songs. Some of these I've heard before, some of them I haven't. But to be able to listen to it in its entirety on vinyl is a treat. I got it for $1, and it's actually in decent condition. It's not too beat up. The record looks great, as you can see. So another one to add to my collection. I love Gene Krupa, so I was really excited about this one. These next 2 are a little bit more beat up, but because they were Beatles records or Beatle inspired records, I got them. Starting off here, Beatlemania in the USA, the Liverpools. I mean, I haven't seen this one ever while digging. The sleeve has been taped together so it doesn't split. The record is super dirty. I mean, it's $1, so I got it anyways. You might see that there's still like dust embedded into it. It might be water damage, not 100. I have to really like get in there and clean it. Nice deep clean to it. But it didn't sound too bad when I tried listening to it not too long ago. But you have She Loves You, Be My Girl, I Want to Hold Your Hand. Just some classics from the Beatles. So I got that for $1. And then I also picked up this record, which is in better condition. The sleeve, not so much. Rubber Soul. It's the Beatles. It's Rubber Soul Jazz. It's jazz covers of their songs. You got Norwegian Wood, which is a Lennon-McCartney song. I've Just Seen a Face, You Won't See Me, Think for Yourself. Really interesting. So I don't know, I couldn't pass it up. And like I said, the record was actually, look at that, super clean. I thought it was going to be destroyed, but it was actually pretty good. And for $1, why not? So I got that one. And then these next two, somewhat blind pickups. This one in particular, Steeleye Span is the group, and it is Rocket Cottage. It's actually really good. I haven't done a whole lot of research on them because I had a huge stack of records and I didn't get to look them up a whole lot. But I was really happy I did get it because it is really trippy and like the cover is insane. You got a cottage with like a rocket, and you have them in the house, which is really funny. And then of course the record here. If I'm not mistaken, it's sort of got this psychedelic type of thing going on, fusion music. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like I listened to this a couple times. I might have to continue to keep it on my rotation so I can listen to it more. That's the problem with having a stack of records that big. Not everyone gets the love and attention that they deserve. But yeah, I mean, for $1, that's kind of the philosophy again behind digging for records. You find them for $1, you don't know who they are, what's $1, you know. Pretty cheap for something that's amazing like music. You can't go wrong. So definitely going to look more into them. If you guys have any information on them, comment down below because I want to hear more about them. And then this last one, you made it to the end, is my first Sergio Mendes in the Brazil 65, some bossa nova music. This is just good listening. This gets me in a happy mood. Really nice condition. Got some tape on the top. Came from the same vendor. The artwork is always so trippy looking. I don't know what to make of that, but it looks cool. And of course the record in awesome condition. Got the Atlantic tricolored label on the inside. Yeah, great Sunday music to listen to. And yeah, I always see Sergio Mendes, but they're always so messed up. And this is actually like the nicer copy that I've seen of this album. So there it is. As I said, you made it to the end. Thank you so much for sticking through it and seeing it to the end. Drop a like if you think I deserve it. That would mean the world to me. Links are in the description as always. And then of course, take care of yourselves and each other. And stay cool if you're in Southern California or anywhere where it's super hot when it's not supposed to. Damn global warming. And I'll see you guys on the next one.